like, oh,
got that.
what?
I said Voorhees. It's kind of perfect. Voorhees.
Yeah, I know. That's what the funny part is. My name's Jason. I was born in Voorhees, so.
That's awesome.
So we're just like thinking like, oh man, a big whopping like, I don't know, maybe 70 people will come out. You know, like that's what we're hoping for. We pulled up and it sold out in under 44 minutes to 178 people. And we had to turn away close to 200 people. I was just like,
Did y'all do like any kind of special marketing for it, or was it just like?
It was pretty much Facebook and flyers, man. That's all it really came down to do. Same thing that I'm doing for this one, so hopefully we'll have just as many people. Because it's a lot bigger. We got a bigger theater this time around. I think it holds 427. But yeah, so then we did that flick, and we didn't really try sending it out to companies. It wasn't a flick that, like, looked, you know, like, oh, this movie, yeah, it looked like it was less than 600. It looked like it was shot on a handy cam, but it was shot with, like, the DVX 100B. So then we wanted to take it seriously. We were like, you know, people like this movie. Let's try to do something with an actual budget. So then we, you know, went through the whole process of making a business plan, which was mainly Devin's job because he's like the business type dude when coming to producer-wise. I'm just like the fun producer, if that makes sense.
Right.
He gets down to business. I'd help. I'd put in my 3 cents. So he got half of the money. I found half of the money, and then we put together the cast and everything. And it was pretty funny because Brian Gallagher, who plays Hunter, he was one of the dudes that we had to turn away at the screening from last year when we did it. So, but I always like the dude's look, so that's why I always kept him on my mind for the killer for and down the road. And then, so it brings us here today.
Well, you're talking about like financing and stuff like that. How did y'all like get the money for the movie? Because it looks like it had a very decent budget.
The budget. It looked good.
Yeah, it looks good. It's a very there are definitely parts where you can definitely tell that's where y'all put y'all's budget, but the whole movie overall, you know, looks very, very good and very
well
professional.
Shot and professional.
How did y'all go about? Yeah, how did y'all go about like getting the money? Was it through actual investors, or was this kind of like the old story of you go to a rich uncle who's a dentist, or how did y'all raise the funds for it?
Well, Devin knew of some like a real investor. He knew of one, and he, I was just like, just shoot him an email. Let's see what happens. What he's going to say is no. Got a meeting with him, and it took like a month process for him to just say yeah. And I remember, like, the phone call, when we got the phone call, the guy saying, yeah, I'll put up the money. I'll put up this amount of money. I was just like, holy shit. Like, oh, sorry. Am I allowed to curse on here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, we were driving, and we pulled over, and just, like, it was, like, 2 girls, like, cheerleading. It was funny. I was like, this is great, man. I was so happy. And then, like, a couple of the other investors that the one dude had, they backed out, so we're just like, what the hell are we going to do? And then we turned to family members. Now, I don't come from a rich family at all, so, like, I was very, very sketched out on asking. I was just like, how the hell am I going to approach this? So I approached a couple family members, and they were more than down for it. I was just like, really? Like, that was so easy. And same with Devin. Same goes with Devin, too. He did the same thing, so we had a few different, like, private party investor type ordeal things, and I was very shocked on how easy it kind of was, because I don't like asking those type of things, like, hey, can I borrow X amount of money? Like, it wasn't like a couple $1,000s that we were asking for.
Yeah.
So, like, it feels weird, but no, like, we're good with that. So, and we got a lot quicker than unfortunately, how like a lot of people don't get it as quick. So I'm pretty happy about that. We're very fortunate. So
as you're saying that your family was always supported you in this, were they always kind of supportive of the whole filmmaking thing? I mean, were you like this as a kid? Did you
Yeah, man. Actually, my parents were pretty cool about it. Like, my dad passed away when I was 17 years old. But he thank God I grew up and like my dad was a hardworking dude. He worked from 4:30 in the morning till like 8 at night, and I would see the dude mainly on like Sundays, if that was it. But he was very supportive. I used to play in a band, and he played music, so he got me and my brother were in a band together. They totally supported it 100%. My mom, same thing, and even when the whole movie thing came about, like I wasn't as serious as I was with it when my dad was alive, but he knew that I took interest in it. I did a couple like little bullshit things. He helped out a lot with my first serious thing that I ever did when I had film study class in high school. My film study teacher was like, "You're the only one who like is taking this seriously. Would you want to make like a music video type ordeal short? And I'll submit it to the Rutgers College Film Festival." And I was like, hell yeah. But I was like lazy and in high school, and I didn't do it until the weekend before I had to turn it in. So, so I did a little short video, which is actually on my YouTube page. It was pretty cool. I loved it. I still like it. It's
what's your YouTube page?
It's youtube.com/CKYDBV.
Okay, cool.
But it's like a little short music video thing of the band of Perfect Circle, the song "Gimme Gimme Gimme" that they did on one of their albums for a cover. And I turned it in that Monday in class, and while I was in homeroom. By 8th period, I got a call to go down to see my guidance counselor, and I almost got expelled from school. Like I walked into a room and there was 3 police officers. All the guidance counselors, all the principals, all the assistant principals. And I was like, what the hell did I do? And they were just like, you made a video. And I'm just like, I did. What's up?
I made a video.
And then, I got suspended for a long time from school. They felt the
content was bad, or
was there something in the video
they got mad because my brother was the star of that, and he shoots his head off in the one part of it, and they found it very graphic or whatever, and they said it was too ahead of my time, and that it was too good looking. I was just like, okay. Thanks, if anything. But like they called my mom.
They thought you cheated as well?
I guess. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I'm still baffled by it, yeah. But like they called my mom and they're like, your son made a video, and my mom was just like, yeah, I did the special effects, what's up?
I think they felt like maybe it was just too real and that he was talented.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But like they called my dad, and my dad was just like, if his legs aren't broken or something like that, like you don't ever call me while I'm at work. so my parents were very, very supportive about it all. Like they liked what I did. So then that all happened, and I was just pissed off because it never got to be submitted into Rutgers Film Festival. I'm like, this is a high school. Like I made it in high school, but it was going to like a college fest that's like more serious. So you would think that it was okay to have something like that.
Yeah.
So it was more on a serious note. So I was just kind of pissed off that I never went in there, but I still love that video.
It's pretty crap. I'll have to check that out as soon as we get done. I want to see it now.
Yeah, me too. You got
piqued my curiosity.
Everyone was pretty supportive in my family. So
that's awesome. That's
it's good to have support, especially when you're in the business like that.
Yeah, especially. I know I can speak from my own experience that a lot of times when you're doing stuff, especially in the the horror genre, sometimes family is not always real happy to jump on board with that. But it's awesome to hear when parents are cool with what their kids are doing and stuff like that. But,
yeah.